What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Now, before we get started with today's interesting episode of Yu-Gi-Oh's biggest issue, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close, and we're now on the road to 500 subs. Who knows? Maybe we might hit 500 subs by the end of the summer. Only time will tell. But as I have said in previous videos, if this channel does get to 500 subs, I will open up this Korean LOB booster box in its entirety on the channel that I got from my partners at Collector Store. So be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in will be in the description below. By checking them out, not only does it support them, it also supports the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. Excuse me. On the hopes to potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Dark Magician, a Red Eyes Black Dragon, a piece of Exodia, Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed, the possibilities are out there. However, if this channel gets to 1,000 subs, I will open up this first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety on the channel that I also got from my partners at Collector Store, on the hopes to potentially pull a collector's rare out of this set. But it wouldn't be the first time that I pulled a collector's rare, because I also pulled this. Freshly pulled out of my Genesis Impact box opening that I did last year is a collector's rare Beat Cop from the Underworld. This thing is absolutely beautiful, you guys. Absolutely beautiful. The centering on the back is a bit off from top to bottom, as you guys can tell, but honestly, it really doesn't make much of a damn, because I am going to be getting this card graded, but I never really came up with a good opportunity to do so. But with that being said, if you guys want to see these boxes get opened, maybe you guys want more episodes of WWE's biggest issue, maybe you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's biggest issue, deck profiles, card discussions, WWE topic videos, or maybe, just maybe, you guys want some premium live event predictions and results. Well, if you guys want all of that and more, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, because more than 80% of you guys are watching the content, but you guys aren't even subscribed. So if you guys are watching the content, you like the content, and you want more of the content, but you guys haven't subscribed already, make sure you guys do indeed subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which basically is this week's episode. But the question of the day is this: who do you guys think is going to become the first ever Undisputed UDS champion? Let me know down in the comments below. And that is exactly what we are going to be talking about for today's video, is who exactly is going to be in the tournament, as in who are the previous winners, what their decks were like at that time, and who I believe is going to win. Now, funny enough, the only person that ever became a two-time champion was actually none other than Alejandro Garcia, who not only won the March 2017 tournament, but also the October 2017 tournament as well. Him becoming the only two-time champion in the game's history. Everyone else, only one-time champions. So funny enough, there are actually 16 of them. One of them is actually the February 2020 tournament winner, Ping Zhu, who actually played Dragon Links, actually, if my memory serves correct. And then the last winner that we had before COVID, obviously, was none other than Oscar Vargas. And I will be talking about each of these guys' decks. What plays you can make with them, and what your end board can be to the extent of how broken their decks were. So we are gonna kick things off with the very first winner of the tournament, none other than Ryan Murakami, who actually won the February 2016 tournament. And he actually played Cosmo with his deck was Cosmo. So let's see. Let's see here, you guys. If I can find it, February 2016. Let's see. Give me one second, guys. I'm like... Okay, so apparently... Okay, so this website doesn't show me shit. Okay. Let's see. Sorry guys, I'm like trying to find something that can help me with the... Okay, never mind. Here we are. This helps. Okay. Sorry. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I apologize if it took forever. I had to find the I had to go into another website to find Ryan's deck. Actually, his deck was Cosmo. Funny enough. So funny enough, this UDS event, excuse me, actually took place in all the way back in February of 2016, right here in my hometown of LA. And his Cosmo deck, looking at it, just looking at the monsters, I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one, but his deck, his main deck had 3 Cosmo Dark Destroyer, a Dog Fighter, 3 Farm Girl, 2 Forerunner, a Good Witch, 3 Slip Rider, 2 Tin Can, 2 Wicked Witch, and 3 Veiler. That's it. His spells and traps featured 3 emergency teleport, 3 Cosmo Town, 2 Upstart Goblin. Because ironically enough, Upstart Goblin didn't get limited to 1 until like later on. I think in 2016, right around the time that I believe. Right around, I think these right around the September format, if I remember correctly. It's been a while, so I believe it was limited, like right around like September, like right around there, if my memory serves right. 3 Call of the Haunted, 3 Cosmojo, and an Oasis of Dragon Souls, 3 Solemn Strike, and a Solemn Warning. The side deck featured 3 Anti-Spell Fragrance, a Cyber Dragon, 2 Cyber Dragon Core, 2 Mask of Restrict, 2 Mystical Ref panel, a Mystical Space Typhoon, a Skill Drain, a Storming Mirror Force, and 2 Twin Twister. And then his extra deck featured two Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon, an Odd-Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon, Abyss Dweller, Castel, the Sky Blaster Musketeer, Castellar Pleiades, Cyber Dragon Infinity, Cyber Dragon Nova, Dark Rebellion Exceed Dragon, Gaga Cowboy, Gaia Dragon, the Thunder Charger, number 23, Lancelot, Dark Knight of the Underworld, number 61, Volcasaurus, number 82, Heartland Draco, and number 101, Silent Honor Arc. So with this deck, the idea is to do Dweller, Pleiades, Infinity, Gaia Dragon, and either Heartland, either Dark Rebellion or Silent Honor Arc, because with Dweller, obviously you have a Graveyard Disruption. Obviously, in Dweller, Castel, I think Castel is just a good generic like disruption on its own, so that's pretty good. Castellar Pleiades is still pretty nasty. Cyber Dragon Infinity is just an Omni Negate, which is insane. So this deck was actually pretty good. But then when you look at Juan Andrade's deck from the March 2016, which I believe was at the UCS at the UDS in Guayaquil in 2016. His deck was just nasty. Artifact Durandal, Constellar. Actually, no, that's the extra deck. The main deck featured Fire King Avatar Garunix, 3 Dark Destroyer, 1 Delta Shuttle, 1 Farm Girl, 1 Forerunner, 1 Landwalker, 3 Slip Rider, 2 Sword Troopers, 2 Strawman, 2 Tin Can, 1 Dark Lady, 1 Wicked Witch, 2 Max C, 2 Allure of Darkness, a Dark Hole, 2 Emergency Teleport, 1 Fire King Island, 3 Cosmo Town, 2 MST, 1 Raigeki, 3 Terraforming, a Chaos Trap Hole, 2 Cosmojo, a Solemn Strike, and a Solemn Warning. And then the side deck featured Dante, Traveler of the Burning Abyss, 2 Effect Veiler, 2 Ghost Reaper, 2 System Down, 2 Twin Twister, 2 Mask of Restrict, a Stellar Knight and Stellar Diamond, a Swift Scarecrow, 2 Exceeds Universe. And then the extra deck is nasty. Artifact Durandal, Constellar Pleiades, Cyber Dragon Infinity, Cyber Dragon Nova, Gachi Gantetsu, Gaia Dragon the Thunder Charger, Herald of Pure Light, Leviar the Sea Dragon, Mech-Equipped Engineer, number 47 Nightmare Shark, number 61 Volcasaurus, Future number 0 Utopic Future, Sky Cavalry Centauria, Super Quantum Mech Beast Grand Pulse, and Phantom Knight's Break Sword. So with Juan's deck, the idea is to go Pleiades, Infinity, Pure Light, Break Sword, and then do Break Sword into I think Sky Cavalry, because Sky Cavalry is a rank 4, so that's actually a pretty good build right there. That's a pretty nasty one. And then you look at as well also the third winner, Aaron Furman, who actually, if my memory serves correctly, Aaron Furman, UDS, '16 deck. All right, sorry guys. I apologize if I'm taking a while. This was actually in Chicago. Oh shit! Hello. So you look at his deck from all the way back in September of 2016. His deck was nasty. UDS Chicago. Think about that, guys. UDS Chicago, arguably one of the most impactful decks in the entire format, because when you look at the UDS in Chicago, he actually played Magispector, which at that time Magispector was like one of the biggest decks in the entire format. I mean, think of the type of deck that you could be playing, that you could have been playing if you were playing Magispector. Your deck would have been about the same as Aaron's, and his deck featured three Archfiend Eccentric, a Luster Pendulum the Draco Slayer, 3 Magispector Cat Nekomata, 3 Yada, 3 QB, 3 Bunbuku, 3 Ogama, and 1 Kieran. Kieran at that time ended up getting limited to 1 right off the bat, the moment it got released. Reason being was because of all of the crazy plays you can make with it that ensured that your opponent did not play any Yu-Gi-Oh whatsoever. So that's why even now to this day, Kieran is still banned, which is insane. And then you look at Aaron's extra deck. It features cards like Ignister Prominence, the Blasting Draco Slayer, Castel, Diamond Dire Wolf, Lightning Shidori, Magister Paladin, the Ascending Draco Slayer, number 30 Acid Golem of Destruction, Utopia, Nightmare Shark, Heartland Draco, Utopia Prime, Utopia the Lightning, which at that time, Utopia the Lightning became such a meta-defining card because of the fact that it would easily help you win games right off the bat, which is insane. Break Sword, Totem Bird, and then you look at his side deck. 3 Ally of Justice Quarantine, 2 Cosmic Cyclone, a Dark Hole, 3 Drowning Mirror Force, 2 Max C. Funny enough, with Magispector, you really didn't need Max C unless if you knew you were going up against another combo player, or if you were playing in the mirror match. So and if you were playing in the mirror match, Maxi would have been essential. It would have been such a meta-defining card against the mirror match, because once you drop Max C, your opponent's like, what do? Do I just pass my turn on nothing, or do I muster the balls big enough to play the Max C challenge? If you know, you know. Shoutouts to Master Duel, which I have been playing for the last couple of months. So honestly, this is insane. It's insane because when you think about it, it's insane. It's just insane. Then of course you look at as well Osman Ortega, who actually, if I can, let's see, Osman Ortega. Here we are, wiki. Here we are. Okay, so for some reason he does not show up in here. So I don't really know. I don't know what his deck is because it doesn't show. Yeah, for some reason his doesn't show, so I'm gonna have to look him up. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna have to look him up. Honestly, I mean, it's insane. All these guys' decks were just absolutely powerful. So let's see. Let's see if I can find him. If I can't, then unfortunately that won't. Then unfortunately his deck won't be. Okay, I guess I can't find it, but I guess I'll have to do this. Sorry, guys. I apologize if I'm taking forever. Okay. Okay. So his deck. So okay. So here's the full. Okay. So Osmond's deck. He played ABC. Alejandro Garcia, who won the UDS in Lima. Who played the UDS in Lima. He played Zodiac. Joseph Chow played Zodiac as well. Jeff Jones played Pendulum Magician. And then Alejandro in the October 2017 tournament played Spiral. Aaron Aguirre played Zephyra. Rudolph von Landwest played Pendulum Magician. Cameron Neal, who won the August 2018 tournament, played Goki Sky Striker, which I don't know how the hell you can play Gokis and Sky Striker at the same time. That's kind of a bit of a weird one. Andres Torres played Thunder Dragon. Tyler Pfeffier played Sky Striker. Paulo Goncalves. I'm like butchering these names, so I do apologize. He played Sky Striker. David Flores played Thunder Dragon. Jesse Cotton, arguably one of the most influential players in the entire game, played Danger Lunalight Orcus, which became arguably one of the most powerful decks in the entire format, just because of the fact that at that time Harp Horror was still legal at 3. Dingirsu, you could play 3 if you wanted, but if my memory serves right, it was better off as a 2 of, funny enough. So it was pretty crazy. It was a pretty crazy time. And then of course Champagne Zoo, as I had mentioned, played Rocket Dragon Link, which became one of the more weirder decks in the format, but it was still pretty good. And then the last winner we had was Alexis Vargas, or I guess Oscar Vargas. I think was his name. He played Danger Lunalight in the March tournament, which ended up becoming the last tournament before COVID struck. And once COVID struck, it was all over. So honestly, looking at all of these different decks, all the different styles that they were playing, it's absolutely insane. Because because when you think about it, and also Peter Chang from August 2015 played Teller Knight. But I think they only I think Konami only decided to choose 16 out of every last one of these. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So out of all 19, the only ones that they chose to compete in the tournament to crown the first ever Undisputed Champion were Ryan, Juan, Aaron, Osman, Alejandro, Joseph, Jeff, Rudolph, Cameron, David, Andres, Tyler, Paulo, Jesse, Shumping, and of course Oscar. These are the 16 that are going to be competing in the tournament to crown to crown the first ever Undisputed Champion. At this point, we don't really know. We know that it's supposed to take place. Actually, it's supposed to take place today. It's supposed to start up today. Funny enough. So now the question becomes, who's gonna win it? Who is going to win it? At this point, it's kind of hard to say, because out of all 16 of these, I think some of them, the last time they played was let's see, I believe for Ryan, the last time he played Yu-Gi-Oh competitively was actually at the Remote Duel YCS North America in 2021. That was the last time he played. So obviously just like in WWE, when you're coming back to the ring from a major injury, ring rust always comes into play. In this case, it's the exact same thing. So honestly, I got nothing but respect for all 16 of these guys. But to be honest, my money, if I was a betting man, I would put my money on Jesse Cotton. I think the reason why I would put my money on him is because of the fact that he's been helping Sam, Team Samurai X1 with Sam's series Duel Night, which big shout out, of course. And because of that, and because of the fact that he sets up each episode by bringing in newer cards, new cards after new cards after new cards, he learns these strategies, and it gives him a massive advantage, especially with the last episode of Duel Night that Sam did, which I believe, if my memory serves correctly, was... Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. Let's see. The last one was, I believe... Galactic Overlord. I believe was the last one. Yeah. So the last episode that he worked as a video editor, cameraman, if you will, was actually Galactic Overlord. So he has done several episodes of Duel Night with Sam, but honestly though, I think with that type of advantage, you would think it would give Jesse a huge advantage, and honestly, in my opinion, I think it does. But as far as like what kind of decks these guys are gonna bring, at this point it's kind of hard to say, because you've got so many different decks that are still pretty playable in the format. You've got decks like Dragon Link. You've got decks like Sky Striker. You've got decks like Pendulum Magician, which now it's still pretty playable. The only thing that we're missing is getting Electromite limited to at least limited to one. By that scenario, full power Pepe would be back at full power. Is it possible? Absolutely. Can it really happen? Probably not. There's also decks like Rescue Ace. There's decks like Melfi, which, funny enough, Melfi is still pretty dominant. But not only that, think about this: regionals. The most recent regionals that was around, Bell is being turned into a meta deck. So at this point, it's hard to say what decks these guys are going to bring, but all I can say is that it is going to be one hell of a tournament. It is going to be a bloodbath, you guys. So get ready for arguably one of the biggest tournaments in the game's history. And I have a feeling that Simo and Joseph, in Simo's history of Yu-Gi-Oh, they're going to be talking about it. I can guarantee you that for sure. It is going to be nasty. It is going to be nasty. But again, my predictions, I think is going to be Jesse Cotton. But I'm curious of what you guys have to say. What decks do you guys believe? What deck do you guys believe each of these guys are going to bring? And who do you guys think is going to win? Let me know down in the comments below. And that will do it for this week's episode of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue in the future, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.